Hi everyone, it's Elisa. Before we turn the page to September, I want to pause and reflect on what August 1971 held for my parents. By this point, they had been apart for more than 4 months, writing every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, while my dad was in Vietnam and my mom was in Miami, pregnant with me. August was a month of milestones. On the 3rd, my mom felt me move for the very first time. Back then, doctors used that moment to help confirm due dates. And in her letters, she shared both the joy of it and her worry about gaining too much weight. By the end of the month, she was about 5 months along. She wrote about Dr. Brecken's advice and about her cravings. Like the afternoon, she and her friend Terry went to Lum's for a hot dog with sauerkraut and onions. She spent most of August in Miami, having flown there on July 27th and staying until August 26th. She was with Judy, Terry, and their circle of friends, playing tonk, sitting by the pool, and sharing meals. That month, she also saw Ray Charles live at the Coconut Grove Playhouse, and she paid $8 for her ticket. Around the same time, Terry's boyfriend, Bill Cobbs, was taking her and others to the Miami Dolphins exhibition games, also $8 a ticket. Those little summer details capture Miami in the summer of 1971. The music, the sports, and the friendships that surrounded her while she was waiting for my dad to come home from Vietnam. It was also during this trip that Bill began appearing more often in the letters. He worked in commercial real estate and finance, and he even offered my dad a job once he came back from Vietnam. That connection would eventually shape our family's future, because years later, we did move to Miami, and my dad did go to work with Bill Cobbs. They formed a lifelong bond, one that began here in August 1971, which I never knew. Bill also passed away from cancer years ago, but he remained one of my dad's closest friends. My dad, meanwhile, was flying HH-43, Pedro, rescue helicopters with Detachment 6 of the Aerospace Rescue and Recovery Squadron. His letters describe the rhythm of missions, the quiet stretches in between them, and the small comforts that filled the downtime, cooking barbecue, drinking beer, and listening to music. On August 22nd, my parents marked their first wedding anniversary. They celebrated it in letters, leaning on words to carry them through the distance and looking forward to September's R&R in Hawaii. They had reservations at the Hilton at the Rainbow Towers in Waikiki, and for them, that trip wasn't just a vacation or R&R. It was their belated honeymoon. As the month came to a close, my mom wrote about wishing the world could love the way they loved, that if it did, there would be waves of love instead of hate. My dad's letters balanced the everyday details of life in Vietnam, even things like the cost of flights home compared to waiting for a free military hop. With his constant devotion to her, and to me, and to the life they were dreaming about together. That was August 1971. From the first kicks of pregnancy to their first wedding anniversary, from Miami to Vietnam, my parents carried themselves through this month with humor, longing, and the letters that held their world together. For me, reading these letters is its own kind of unfolding suspense. I know my birthday is January 7th, but I don't know yet what happens between here and there. Each day's letter reveals something new about their love, about their hope, about their resilience, and I'm discovering it right alongside you for the very first time. Next comes September, and with it, the long-awaited reunion in Hawaii. After so many months apart, Sarah and Dick will finally be together again. Geez, if you'd like to support this project, you can visit buymeacoffee.com/the Allgoods love, or just share it with a friend, or subscribe wherever you follow along. Until then, I'm Elisa Allgood, and this is The Allgoods, Vietnam through the Eyes of Love.